First, the top headlines. Minister Letpao Hawk announces construction of Asian Highway No. 1 in IVR Road. Miscreants gave hand grenade at the gate of NK Enterprises Managing Director. In Women's Hockey World Cup 2022, Savita Sciences India beat Canada 3-2 in the shootout. And India reported 13,650 new COVID cases, 20 deaths in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate declined to 3.23%. Hello, good evening and welcome to ELITETV. I'm Pari Yendrembam giving you 6 p.m. ELITETV primetime English news. Now, before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear a face mask when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now, the news in detail. Honorable Prime Minister Letpao Hawk has announced that the construction of Asian Highway No. 1 and IVR Road will commence soon after the monsoon season. MLA Letpao Hawk, Tribal Affairs, Hills, Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Government of Manipur, who is currently staying at the Autonomous District Council ADC Guest House in More Town, stated that previously the Look East policy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is now changed to Act East policy, and that has brought the Northeast, especially Manipur, in focus. Hence, once the monsoon season ends, NHIDCL will commence the construction of More Asian Highway No. 1 from Ima Kondong Lairembi, Sikkim to More Gate No. 2 by Intervillage Road IVR by PWD and PMGSY to build proper roads within More Town, which will help the future generation while pursuing education or in case of emergencies. The MLA appealed to the More community leaders, volunteers and the public to allot land for the construction of roads in More Town.
अखोगी लेकाय लेकाय होंगनरगा लंबी से कितंग कितंग पाथों पियो सरकार ना नोंजुपान था हेक लोइबगा अगस अदायदगी सिगी बाजार ओइबा गेट नंबर 2 असोमगी अखोगी चिकिम ले लापा असिना NSIDCL दा सुहलनी अदुगा अते लेकाय मनुंगी मचा मसु से PWD दा करा PMGSY दा करा अनंबा लंबी दिथारनी यारगदी प्रजासिंगना लंबी से कितंग कितंग पाकपोक पिरगा अखोई के लाकदबा एक इस पॉलिसी असिदा ट्रेन लादो बनिना सिदा पुसलकदोगा पोटलम मयाम से अखोई मोरेगी युम सिंग लेकाय सिंग सिनसु चलवाय युम खुदिंग अखोई गोडाउन दुकान अमदी होटल उनथोकनबगी वखललोंदा लेविनसी एक इस पॉलिसी लापदा कमाई ऑक्सीरा हाइबगी वखललोन से इसाई वखन से थादमीरगा मसी फजना ओखोबा नतरगदी सिदगी हेंतो अदी मीगे लमदा बर्मादा तमुदा अमु गोडाउन दु ओइरगदी.
Unknown miscreants planted a hand grenade by hanging at the residential gate of NK Enterprises Managing Director Dongsaibam Sanjit son of Nongsaibam Yaima, a resident of Tulihal Tapokpi, Yaripok. The hand grenade was come across around 5:30 a.m. Andhra Police Station has taken off a case in connection with the planting of the bomb. With the aim of mitigating the hardships faced by villagers, 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector Assam Rifles IGAR is renovated multi-utility waiting shed at Kahulong village along National Highway 137, which was inaugurated today by Commandant 44 Assam Rifles. The renovation works include the repair of walls, roof, cement floor, painting of roof and whitewashing. This waiting shed at the Kahulong village was in dilapidated state, creating problems for the locals. The place was unhygienic and the problems magnified manifold during rains. During interaction with the villagers, the need for renovation of bus waiting shed was felt, and the same was also projected by the chairman of Kahulong village and other elders. Due to poor infrastructure, it wasn't used for what it was meant to be. It was not only affecting the women folk, but also the society. The battalion, within their meager resources, resolved to revamp the waiting shed and bring smile back on their faces. Meanwhile, inaugurating the renovated structure, the Commandant 44 Assam Rifles dedicated it to the will, grit and determination of the local population of the nearby villages. Renovation of the shed, the first in its location, will now greatly help the villagers while waiting for buses en route to Tamenglong, Imphal. Since the area is prone to heavy rainfall from April to October, it will also especially assist old age and the pregnant women and provide them a place to rest while traveling long distance on foot, the Commandant said. While addressing the attendees, the Commandant Tamenglong Battalion also stressed upon the importance of moving towards self-reliance and sustainability. On this occasion, he sought the cooperation of locals in maintaining the security situation in the area. The project was conceptualized and completed by the battalion as a part of Reach Out program for the locals on the occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Archdiocese of Imphal has condoled the demise of Joseph Mitathani, the first bishop of the Diocese of Imphal, who breathed his last yesterday at Catholic Medical Center Koirengai at the age of 91. A condolence message issued by Chancellor of Archdiocese of Imphal, Father Solomon Tezi, stated that the deceased was the Archbishop of Imphal from 1980 to 2006 and was instrumental in establishing several institutions and infrastructure in the field of education, healthcare, and social services in Manipur. It informed the mortal remains of the late Archbishop is being kept in St. Joseph Cathedral Church, Mantripuki, for public homage, and the funeral would take place on July 14 in St. Joseph's Cathedral, Mantripuki, Imphal. The Catholic Church in the state mourned his demise and has declared 4 days of diocesan mourning till July 14 as a mark of respect. During the days of mourning, all educational institutions under the Archdiocese of Imphal are to remain closed. All celebratory events, unless unavoidable, are to be suspended, and Holy Eucharist is to be celebrated for the departed soul it conveyed. On the occasion of the birth anniversary of RLJP National President and Cabinet Union Minister Food Processing, Government of India, Honorable Pasupati Kumar Paras, today on Tuesday, the 12th of July, Ruchida Sharma, National President, as well as Manipur team conveyed their best wishes to RLJP National President and Cabinet Union Minister, Food Processing, Government of India, Honorable Pasupati Kumar Paras, and prayed for his and his family's well-being, free from illness, and to be able to continue to lead and serve the people of the country. Ruchida Sharma also presented a gift to the Union Minister, Food Processing and National President RLJP on this special day. "15 times increase in inflation in a span of 16 days is only possible through Manipur government," stated L. Tilotama, Vice President MPCC. She made this statement at a press meet in Congress Bhavan on BT Road. She further stated that inflation in other states increased in a span of 1 to 5 years. However, an increase of cost of essential items 15 times in a span of 16 days has never happened and is possible only under the current government of Manipur. She also stated that the increase in the cost of things is due to increase in GST, which is being borne by the people of India, and the Modi government had promised to remove black money and to put an end to corruption. She further asked the government to remove the GST burden from the public and to reduce the cost of essential items, and questioned how the government planned to empower women. All their actions are completely against it.
सरकार की नियम चुमना टैक्स लौखटलगा मखोई सरकार चलाइनबा नियम तौहनिंगी मरमदी कइगिनोदंगसी इशिंगी लमदा हाइरो इशिंगी टैक्स थमनी दे हाइरगा इशिंग निंगथीजना पिथाबा ngamdriba masi ningthijana utilize tawraga yam productive way amada koi sizinarkpa yai water tax lawba yai revenue tax lawba yai khoina hangasi hangningi ba wafam de sarkar mathau tawribra sini सरकार ना मथौ दी सुंदौ तौद्रगा पब्लिक सिंह दगी लूट तौरगा हिंगे अखोय दे पावर दा लैबनी अखोय ना तौरैबा सिस्टम खुदी मंग नखोय फॉलो तौगदबनी हाइबा तारगा दी प्रजा अखोय से हाउ फार अखोय टॉलरेट तौबा ngamduino सिने अखोय ना ngasi बीजेपी की पीपल सेंट्रिक गवर्नमेंट अच्छे दिन पिनिंग बा गवर्नमेंट कांगू सिंह सिदा अखोय ना हंगनिंगी बा वाफम से अदुना ngasi की जीएसटी की बर्डन मियाम दगी लौथोक पियो अदुगा गैस डिपेंड लोइना तौना कांसिदा गैस की ममन सिंगमाई पकना वांगना हेंगत खरे सिगुम मतम असिदा करमाइन तौदना नुपीदा एम्पावर पीदुइनो नुपीबु कमाइन तौदना कोइना हिंगनगदोरिनो हाइबो वाहंग सिचो ngasi की पालिबा गवर्नमेंट कोइना हंगनिंगी अदुना लैरिबा पोट पुनमगसे कोइ चक्षिना मुक्तंग येमिनरगा सरकार से नोम नोमगी 100 days दा चलाई बनतबा पुनमकी ओवरऑल ओइना खनबीरगा लॉन्ग टर्म दा मियांगी बेनिफिट ओइ होगदोबा मियाम दा सस्टेनेबल अदुगुमलबा फैसिलिटी पीगदोबा सर्वाइवल की दमकता मियाम दा खरा लाइहनगदबा पॉलिसी सेबीदना सरकार की लॉन्ग रन प्रोग्राम थंबीदना लेबाक चलाई जर हनिंगी मतंग मतंग की ओइबा ngasi ngasi के हौखरगा लोइरे हाइबगी सरकार खुचा.
Now let's have a short commercial break before giving you further news.
HK Jewels Private Limited, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chahi tara taret hena miyam gi sevada lichiraklaba 100% International Gemological Institute na certified tauraba Kisna Diamond Jewelry. India khakta natana country marifu mangada Kisna Diamond Jewelry gi ningthiraba jewelry items sing mayam na pamna seasonary. Adomsu amuktang nengshin biraktuna adomgi apamba diamond jewelry can be you. Outlet address VCH Ventures, Puri ICFC Bank Building, 2nd floor.
Admission open, admission open. Kosem de affiliate Tauraba Uripo Khoshnam Laikai, Kangchub Rota Laiba, Competitive Success Academy gi Academic Session 2022-23 gi Class 11 Science ki admission hausare. School asi experience oiraba, maming lairaba oja singna satra sing butakpi tambiri. Admission fee hana lupa lising tara oiramba adu, lupa lising mga khaktamag oirakani. Special features singdi, position holder amasung meritorious student singidamag, special scholarship, pangbagi kudong jaba pizari. 80% and above pangba satra singi oina, free admission and coaching, uniform and textbook, 75% and above pangba satra singi oina, free admission and textbook, aduga 70% and above pangba satra singi oina, admission fee tangkhay lausagani. Medical and engineering taming basatra singi su facility kaya ama pizari. Audio visual class, biometric attendance system, ason basatra singi oiba extra classes, separate hostel for boys and girls, bus amasung van service ki kudong chabasu pizari. Competitive Success Academy ki HSE 2022 batch na 100% pass tawrakpada, school asina nungayba phongdorakli. Satra chamaga kunipan appear tawbada, chamaga kunipan mag pass tawki. First division da chamaga ama, second division da kuntaret, aduga letter mark chatpa satra gi masingna kuntrama
HIV IBC lambi mari khaktada miyoy amadagi amada sindui.
HIV positive oiba mama mapadagi machada.
Sakhangdaba miyoy singa kondom yaudana yuman mari thamba matamda HIV sandui.
Mi amaga yatum sirin waiduna sizinabada HIV sandui.
Ana layeng de ikap matamda HIV test tobada ikap labadi HIV sandui.
Chang naina amadi niyom chumna kondom sizinabana HIV dagi ngakthokpam.
Sexual transmitted infection STI.
Haibadi pinungi laina dagi sungar thopongami.
Aduga angang pamdrabadi kondom sijinabiyo.
HIV haiba virus asina mipung khudimak to sokhali.
Masigi namkhai leite chahi laining kanglub natraga nupa nupi angang khaidi.
Masina mi amadagi amada mathang sendopangami.
Aina dombu sinari HIV test tawnabagidamak.
Aina dombu singnari kondom sijinabagidamak.
Aina dombu singnari nasabo HIV dai kanjanaba. HIV AIDS ki maramda hena kupamorong khangnabagi damak.
AIDS toll free number 1097 da phone tobi.
English Hindi natraga Manipuri de wari saba yagani.
Nako AIDS app su download tawiu amadi sijinabiu.
Admission open, admission open. Kwakaithal Akham Laikai de Leiba, Kosem de affiliate Tauraba, ACI School gi Academic Session 2022-23 ki Class 11 Science amasung Arts ki Satra Satri animaki admission July tang amadagi hauzaragani. Subject combination singdi Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, Biology, Home Science, Computer Science, English, Manipuri amasung Alternative English ni. Bosem na lauba HSLC exam 2022 da 80% and above score tauba satra sing amadi atopa board na lauba 2022 gi class 10 exam da 60% and above score tauba satra sing gidamag direct admission with free studentship amasung meritorious scholarship hangbagi khudongchaba pizari. Online registration gidamag www.advancedcoachinginstitute.com da register tawbiyu. Offline registration gi oina Advanced Coaching Institute Nagamapa Lamabam Laikai amadi Kwakaithal Akham Laikai da laiba branch office da link sinbirago. Akupa marol gidamag 9862992105 da contact tawbiyu.
Welcome back once again. Now moving on to the further news. CPI Manipur State holds a state conference every 3 years and the elected secretary and executives will hold office for 3 years. In the 23rd CPI Manipur State Council State Conference, L. Thoiren was elected as a state secretary, N. Singhajit and M. Joy Kumar as assistant secretary, A. Lala as treasurer and other executive members were also elected. In the conference of CPI Manipur State Council, the new elected L. Thoiren said that the CPI is for the people of the land and will work towards the development of the people and this land. The 24th National Conference of CPI will be held in Vijayawada Palace in Andhra Pradesh between 14 to 18 October 2022 and they will strive for the progress of the country.
Hojiki Waiva Malayamgi, the Bharati, Laivaran, Shanari Oshida, Pagito, Mayamle, Lurana Pulamona Kambi, Ashidi, capitalist part of development, the young Sanchalaka, Heidi Shanjao, Paiba, Kambuga, Sason Torbu Kangu, Kusamna, Kusamnaba, Adi Coroni, capitalism, my batak, Europa, period Amani, Lurana Hariva, capitalism tax, unemployment problem as is bound to come. Price rise bound to come. Favoritism, nepotism, corruption, all sorts of social event bound to come there. As masi fight on no one of a kanda, we meaning the system change over there. Communist Party sub attempt to change the basis at the capitalism in Mohota socialism poraga, solve only have a solution for can have a quite tajabani. Maramadunani, Aquena Miamda, ideologically, politically, theoretically, Bhatana Changi, Adiga Samazigi, Tasema Samazama, society Meregadi, my Yumpam Karino. What is the basis of a society? Adivai Poto Utoku Shakti, Poto Maria.
Savita Punia-led India women's hockey team finally got a win in the Women's Hockey World Cup. India defeated Canada in a shootout by 3-2 during a classification match. India will now fight for the 9th to 12th place and will play Japan tomorrow. In the shootout, Canada shot into a 2-0 lead and the goalkeeper Harris made some crucial saves, but India held them back to 2-2. After 14 attempts by the two teams, it was a classy finish from Neha that finally gave India the win and a place in the 9th to 12th place, the playoff, where they will meet Japan. Canada will now face Korea in the 13th to 16th place matches. Player of the match, Kaur Navneet, India, said it was a very hard match. Savita was brilliant. She saved a lot of shootouts as well as some good saves in the match. Kumbi Urban Development Committee KUDC felicitated two students from Kumbi AC. They secured the 5th and the 8th positions in the Manipur in the high school leaving certificate examination. Geneva Kangembam, daughter of Kangembam Vidyachandra Singh and Kangembam Janeswari Devi of Kumbi Asobulaikai in Murangthem Rek Singh, son of Murangthem Bhogen Singh and Murangthem Sunibala Devi of Kumbi Thong Laikai secured 5th and the 8th position in the recently declared results of the ICSLC examination 2022. Geneva is a student of BK Golden Academy and Rex is a student of Oriented English School, Kumbi. The program was organized by KUDC at the Kumbi Sandong Upper Primary School, where the Chief Advisor of KUDC, Khagemba Indrakumar Singh, stated that despite the lack of modern infrastructure in the schools in Kumbi, the past recent years have seen students from Kumbi securing top ranks due to their as well as their teachers' sincere efforts and perseverance. Geneva Kangembam stated that we should all pursue to excel not only in studies but all-round development. The two toppers were presented with awards for their achievements.
My purpose is the mantras lagani, higher mantras in adudi, discipline, hard work, consistent work, patience, aduga perseverance, wagani. I go now panayama tabakana suragasu consistency, left and consistency later but I go now panayama tabakana suragasu, my purpose in Mamon. I average the normal 3 to 4 hours ni adum pajai isago iba daily routine ama maintain tawjai high iba daily routine si sometimes flexible or siyawi
SpiceJet MD Ajay Singh booked for defrauding businessmen. The managing director of SpiceJet airline was booked for duping a businessman worth crores of rupees on the pretext of allotting him company shares. Police said on Monday. The complainant has claimed that Ajay Singh has defrauded others in a similar manner. In his complaint, Amit Arora has alleged that Ajay Singh delivered a fake depository instruction slip, DIS, of shares worth rupees 10 lakh for services provided to him. He said that Singh had promised him to share him shares worth rupees 10 lakhs of SpiceJet in lieu of the services Arora provided him during the time he took over the airline from the promoters. Ajay Singh provided a depository instruction slip which later turned out to be invalid and outdated. Thereafter approached him multiple times and requested him to either provide valid depository instruction slips or transfer shares directly. However, on pretext or the other, he refused to transfer me shares. Arora said in his complaint, "I had no option left but to press charges against Singh," he added. Police registered cases under the section 406, 409, 415, 417, 418 and 420 of the IPC at the Susan Log Police Station. FIR has been registered and we are verifying the facts and action will be taken as per the law, said Inspector Poonam Huda, SHO of Susan Log Police Station. Once again, let's have a short commercial break.
Welcome to Heritage Convent, affiliated to BOSM and COSM. Heritage is entrusted with competent and dynamic teachers in all the three sectors: WOW Kids, High School and Higher Secondary Science. Heritage is part of India's largest chain of WOW Kids. WOW Kids provide the best schooling for children. Heritage offers maximum choice of elective subjects in high school and higher secondary sector. Thangta, Computer Science, Human Ecology and Family Sciences, Home Science, Manipuri Jagoi, Isai Nongmai, Fine Arts and Higher Mathematics. Heritage students enjoy the best infrastructure. Digital board in every classroom, well-equipped lab, well-maintained book bay. Heritage has the cutting-edge technology to provide online classes when circumstances arise. Heritage shines brighter with unique facilities such as PowerPoint, assisted lectures, regular snap tests with exciting prizes, special doubt clearing sessions, e-resources through School Aid. Heritage conducts co-curricular activities on every Saturday such as science demonstrations, debate, quiz, music, dance and many more. Heritage upcoming projects: football AstroTurf, badminton court. Heritage also offers prestigious scholarship for students such as Heritage customized tablet, free ship and many more. So, come and be a part of Heritage. For more information, log on to www.heritageconvent.com.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School. Excellence in education.
Admission open. Manipur Education Mission Higher Secondary School की academic session 2022-23 की class 11 science की admission process हौजरे. HSLC अमसुंग CBSE सात्रसिंगी ओइना direct admission की खुदोंचाबा पिजरी. Class 10 exam दा 60% and above हंगबा सात्रसिंगी ओइना 100% free admission, free uniform, textbook अमसुंग free monthly fee ओइगनी. Below 60% हंगबा सात्रसिंगी ओइना free admission अमदी textbook पिजगनी. G NEET थानिंगबा सात्रसिंगी दमक school असिना integrated program कया अमसु पाइखटचरी. अकुपा मरोलगिदमक घरी एयरपोर्ट रोड इम्फाल लैबा मणिपुर एजुकेशन मिशन हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल के ऑफिस आर लापियु नत्रगा अखोइना पिजरिबा कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर 8837362601 नत्रगा 7005676652.
Welcome back once again. Let's have the further news. With 13,650 new coronavirus cases reported today, India now has registered a total of 4,36,52,944 COVID-19 infections across the country. This includes 20 new deaths, which have taken the total count to 5,25,474. The total number of coronavirus cases also includes 4,29,96,427 people who have recovered and 1,31,043 who are currently being treated. There were 13,650 new active cases and 13,265 new recovered cases, according to the data released by the Union Health Ministry short. India currently has a fatality rate of 1.2% due to coronavirus. The government has said more than 70% of the people recovered from COVID-19 with mild or very mild symptoms. Such cases may not even require admission to COVID-19 blocks or dedicated hospitals, the Health Ministry said. Across the world, there have been a total of 55,65,06,132 confirmed coronavirus cases, according to the latest update. This includes 50,71,56,813 people who are being treated, 4,29,96,427 who have recovered, and 63,52,892 who have died. The highest number of coronavirus cases currently is in the US, which has registered 8,87,57,491 confirmed COVID-19 cases. 10,21,306 people have died in coronavirus in the country. India and Brazil are next in line with 4,36,52,944 and 3,29,40,507 confirmed coronavirus cases and 5,25,474 and 6,73,758 deaths respectively. India is set to become the world's most populous country next year, overtaking China with its 1.4 billion people, according to UN figures. By this November, the planet will be home to 8 billion. But population growth is not as rapid as it is used to be. It is now at its lowest rate since 1950 and is set to peak, says the UN, around the 2080s at about 10.4 billion, though some demographers believe that could even happen even sooner. But the population of the world is expanding unevenly. More than half of the growth we will see in the next 30 years will happen in just 8 countries: the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, and Tanzania. At the same time, some of the world's most developed economies are already seeing population decline as fertility rate fall below 2.1 children per woman, which is known as the replacement rate. In 61 countries, the report says population will decline by at least 1% by 2050, with one of the lowest fertility rates in the world at 1.15% children per woman. China has announced that its population is due to start declining next year, much earlier than previously thought. That is despite the country abandoning its one-child policy in 2016 and introducing incentives for couples to have 2 or more children. As India's population continues to grow, it will almost certainly overtake China as a country with the biggest population in the world. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 940289098 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's look at the headlines once again. Minister Lepo Hawkiv announces construction of Asian Highway No. 1 and IVR Road. Miscreants kept hand grenade at the gate of the NK Enterprises Managing Director. In Women's Hockey World Cup 2022, Savita Sciences India beat Canada 3-2 in the shootout. And India reported 13,615 new COVID cases, 20 deaths in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate declined to 3.23%. Well, that's all for 6 p.m. ELITETV English news and updates. Thank you for watching.